Alright guys, good morning and welcome to another Alpha.fx market analysis. We're going to start reviewing Monday's trade of USDJPY. It was a take profit. It started and it was executed at the beginning of New York, and then it wandered, it stayed in a consolidation for the rest of the day until the Asian session of the next day. That is what might happen when you trade Asian currencies, that you don't get that much action until the next Asian session. So, and during the Asian, it just melted away, continued to melt, and for the following day, that was yesterday. Yesterday I didn't put the video on YouTube because we had technical issues, but yesterday was a no trade day. There was no high probability trade, so I didn't trade anything. And yes, so we are plus 2 hours on the week, and we're gonna move on to today's analysis, right? Let me start here. All right, economic calendar. Let's go, guys. Let's go. We have a busy day. So yesterday I discussed with the guys about the US shutdown. You may have heard of it, you may have read something. Basically, it happens because the budget is not approved. Let's check. US shutdown status. Okay, so we have a shutdown. We have an official shutdown. All right. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so it's nothing to be like wow. That it's nothing to be like panicking about, but it's good to bear in mind that how the economy and markets have reacted before, right, to this kind of events. And basically what usually happens is the USD weakens until the shutdown ends, and then it bounces, and usually it bounces harder. So there we go. Let's continue with our day. We have Euro CPI and inflation coming out at 11. Then we have ADP employment change and manufacturing PMI coming out from the States, but, and this is a big but, I don't think those reports are gonna come out. Why? Because we are in a shutdown. So we may have reports like NFP on Friday, and that are not gonna be made public because of the shutdown itself, right? What is a shutdown? A shutdown basically is the pause of the government's operation of certain departments, not all of them, but some of them, right? In this case, I believe it's a general shutdown, so most departments are gonna be on pause, for saying something, so they're not gonna be operational, and therefore we're not gonna have those reports. Now let's move on to heat maps. We have, as expected, dollar weakness. I'm expecting more dollar weakness, to be honest. I was expecting for it to be like really hard red, and it's even green against the AUD, so yeah. Okay, so which one is the strongest? JPY. And why? If you ask yourself JPY, because it's a safe haven, right? And in times of uncertainty, JPY and CHF are safe havens together with the USD. Safe havens, yeah, risk off scenarios. But the thing is that we have the USD now with issues. So JPY, CHF, the strongest, but JPY by far. And the weakest, look, AUD by far. No, AUD, okay, so yeah, AUD and USD. AUD and USD, let's put those two, USD. So now let's check Dixie. Let's check how the dollar is behaving and what can we expect about it, right? Let's go. Dixie, woo! Look at that supply. Alright, so First of all, let's check correlations on the higher time frame. What do we have? We have yields going up. That's a divergence right there. We have a huge bearish candle, but look, yields are all going up. So what does that tells you? So this might point to things, right? One is that bonds are being sold, right? And moving all those capitals to safer assets or safer places like JPY and CHF. Yeah, and also that implies that there's currently there's a big how do you say, distrust. I don't know if that's the word. A big lack of trust on the USD system, right? Environment, call it as you want. So, okay, let's go to the 12 hours. Boom, yeah, definitely bonds are being sold off. So, and the dollar, look at this beauty. Let's remove this. Wow, love this supply zone. Such a beautiful supply zone. I'm gonna put it right here, in 4 hour, because it's a high quality supply zone. But I'm gonna put it here. Let's go to the hourly. Yeah. And look at this one. Drop base drop, other beautiful supply zone right here. This is a beautiful supply zone. But this is a lower time frame, right? Because it was not present on the higher time frame. So basically what we can say is Dixie melting, bonds being sold off, yields going higher. Yeah, let's put this. Further downside, unless the shutdown is something. All right, now let's check market structure on AUDJPY, AUDCHF, AUDUSD, USDJPY, and USDCHF. AUDJPY, AUDCHF, USDJPY, USDCHF. All right, so let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's get some money out of those markets. UJ is just melting with a beautiful drop base drop right there. Beautiful. Guys, days like this are just amazing, you know, because markets are so clear. I'm sorry about Americans, right? Because I know you're facing a tough moment in matters of uncertainty. But having said that, it's amazing to be trading. So UJ melting across all time frames. UJ melting across all time frames. Let's go to check AJ. AJ, UJ, AJ. Whoa, my goodness. JPY is getting a lot of funding, a lot of capital, right? Look at this. Wow. This is beautiful, guys. This is just beautiful. Let me just check one thing. Yeah, makes sense. Totally makes sense. Molting hard. These are trades. These are trades in which it's highly convenient to scale into pullbacks, right? So these are the days that you make the difference. I'm very sure you've heard that most of the profits are made on the maybe 10% of your trades. These are the days for those profits. So today you want to stay on your computer, stay on your laptop, and do the work. Put in the work. It's gonna pay off. Let me continue here. AUDCHF. AUDCHF. No, that's USDCHF. But we also need USDCHF. Softer, but also completely in line with our bias. USDCHF. And oh, sorry guys, I didn't put the date today right there. Today is 1st of October. Monthly start. We're gonna go over the swing positions later because the month ends gives a lot of information, right? The monthly candle, the 3-month candle. So we're gonna go over that. We're gonna do a deep analysis, and we're gonna position ourselves. And last, AUDCHF. Let's go. AUDCHF melting. You see, this one is one I'm not trading. I'm definitely not trading. Why? Because we have bullish structure on the 2 higher time frames, so it's not worth it. But we have to put it also in order to bear this in mind and have a record on our document, process document. There you go. So CHF against CHF is all softer, no need. But against JPY, oh my god. Against JPY, look at this. So let's check potential trades on USDJPY short, of course, order, AUDJPY short order. We're not going to go only over the shorts, the original order. We're going to go over how to scale into position, right? This is a plus for today. So let's start USDJPY. So we have like this huge drop. This is a supply area on which I would love to jump into the trade. But the probabilities of price going back there are low. Why? Because we have anything so bearish, so bearish. So look at this. We're gonna start with a 15-minute position, okay? Look at here, we have an ATR of 10. So we're gonna do the following. We're gonna put here and start here. We're gonna put 2 ATRs of the 15 minute, right? Because we want to be protected, right? What's the deal here, guys? If it comes all over to our other entry, no worries. We take that trade and we take our profit, right? But for this one, I don't want to miss the boat, basically, right? Look, it's already coming back. The question is, should we short it now or wait? 22.44. I'm gonna short it now, right now. USDJPY. So let's go to the first of all, let's check, because we have here, it looks like a demand area. Yeah, we have a demand area, we have a rally base. Rally right here. So we might experience a pullback, an interesting pullback. The question is how. Yeah, I don't see the pullback going down, going up so bad. But I do see it here actually. Yes, I put it higher time frame so I can see it here. What happens if I put it here? Yeah, this is gonna be our trade, guys. This one. I'm gonna go right here. This is our initial trade, right? Our initial trade. Let's put it here, open calc. I'm gonna put right now this trade because markets are moving and I don't wanna miss my trade. Let's go to 15 and alright, here we go. 147.35, 35, no, 33. And the 157, 57 and but this one I'm risking. I could risk. No. Okay, that's it. Alright guys, that's our initial order for UJ, okay? Let's put it. I just set the order on my accounts. And initial position can add on 15 minutes pullback to flat areas, reducing the size. Right? What I mean by reducing the size is that you don't need to go to double your position. You can just go and go into 175 or 150, and then you can add maybe another 50, and then you can, in order for you to keep your risk under control, right? And small. Now let's move on to our, that's what our USDJPY. Now let's go to AUDJPY. AUDJPY. Let's go to hourly. Wow, this is what a meltdown. What a meltdown. And we're reacting out of what is this? Daily? Yeah, right here. Wow, okay, we are currently reacting to a daily very strong demand area. Wow, to the tick. Very time frame demand area. Alright. So let's move on back to our hourly. This is gonna definitely give a reaction to the upside, but not that strong, so I'll take my first entry right here. Let's check the 15 minute. I don't know if it's gonna go that high. This two. Yeah, that's those two. I'm gonna take there, and so let me see something. If we go up here, no. Yeah. Yeah, it's too bearish in order for, I wanna short it right here on the 50. Look at this. I don't think it's gonna get there, but anyway. Let's put this right here, our short position on the Aussie. So price is currently reacting to our supply area, and I was not executed by a tick on UJ. Hopefully it's not gonna stay like that, else I'm gonna be pretty mad about it. But it's part of the game, guys. Part of the game. Let's go to our... Okay, so that would be all, guys. That would be all. 2 short positions, both are exposing ourselves to JPY strength, right? I think this is gonna stay for the rest of the week, the JPY strength. So yeah, unless there's a huge turnaround on the US shutdown, you can keep this open until executed. Else we check as the week goes on what are our best options, right? But for the moment, JPY long makes all the sense of the world. Guys, have a great day. Take care. Respect your rules. Respect your trading plan, and always be an alpha at everything you do. See you guys. Bye bye.